A soldier steps on a landmine without the slightest awareness. But as soon as he turns around, it explodes. His comrades behind him immediately want to rush forward to rescue. But with a crisp sound, he also unfortunately steps on a landmine. The sensation under his feet makes the man instantly freeze. He widens his eyes, not daring to move at all. But soon, his comrades' wails pull him back to reality. He looks ahead and realizes his comrade's legs have been blown off. At this critical moment, he hurriedly guides his comrade to stay calm. With his persuasion, his comrade takes out a medical kit and injects himself with a painkiller. To save his comrade, the man wants to release his left leg and take a gamble. But when his comrade sees his movement, he hastily pulls out a gun to stop him. To prevent him from ending up like himself, he resolutely aims at his own head. This kind of camaraderie, perhaps only those who have served in the military can understand. The man shouts like a madman. Soon after, the man calms down. He first adjusts his position, kneeling on one knee to reduce the burden on his body. He takes out a dagger and stabs it into the sand under his foot. The sound of touching metal. Now he can be sure it's a landmine. He doesn't know there's a person behind him. That person glances at him and turns to leave. And now, the highest temperature in the desert can reach over 45 degrees Celsius. The most fatal thing is the strong ultraviolet rays. The man looks around a bit and sees a radio. The radio is about 3 meters away from him. He unties his shoelaces, takes out a military ration, and removes the sling from his gun. He throws it several times, but fails to succeed. Finally, the man stands up and throws with all his strength. This time, his foot nearly leaves the landmine. Fortunately, the man hooks the backpack. He opens the backpack and takes out the radio, installs the battery, and locks the frequency. He finally contacts headquarters. He says his comrade has been blown up, and he has also stepped on a landmine. Now he requests support, but headquarters says helicopters cannot enter the desert because that desert has sandstorms all year round. They can only drive to rescue, which will take 52 hours. The man is dumbfounded in the barren desert with no food or water, and enemies could pass by at any time. Asking him to stay still here for 52 hours is an impossible mission. To survive, the man wants to ask if there are other ways. But before he can open his mouth, the radio runs out of power. The man angrily takes off the radio and sets his watch to count down. Then he takes out dry rations to restore his strength. Unexpectedly, just as he's about to drink water, he finds the water bag is already empty in a scorching desert. Having no water is equivalent to a death sentence. However, the man has no time to despair because a huge sandstorm is rushing towards him, obscuring the sky and the earth.